Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Rodrigo and I help people lose weight, gain muscle, and just live an overall healthy life. Alright, so in this video I'm gonna be showing you guys how to create a great workout plan so you can reach your fitness goals. Alright, so let's get it. So here is a guide that I'm gonna give you, that things that you got to think about when making your workout program. All right. So before I explain the chart, you got to know there are four key things, four elements that you got to be aware about, right? Or that you got to think about when creating your workout program. So your exercise, your nutrition, your NEAT, so non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and your recovery. All right, those are four important things that you always got to keep in mind when creating a plan for yourself or for anybody else, if you're helping a friend or anybody. All right, let's get into exercise. All right, so come on with me, slide you in real quick. So with exercise, you basically have two choices. With those two choices, you can either one, lift weights, second, do cardio. Do you have to choose one over the other? No, you can do both. I actually would encourage you to do both. Well, I say your main focus should be on lifting weights, and cardio will be the extra or the play. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind as far as lifting weights, right? So right here to the side, I have calories. So as far as lifting weights, when you lift weights, you're not going to burn a lot of calories. You can expect, especially if you are, let's say, in an hour and you're really pushing yourself and you're really getting, the work in, right? You can expect to go all the way up to like 300 calories, maybe 400, but I would say 300. And 300 is a pretty good number, right? If you're doing, let's say, something like CrossFit or anything like that, then yeah, you're probably going to burn more calories. But I consider that a cardio exercise, right? Now, with cardio, right, that's running, that's maybe doing CrossFit. If you like CrossFit, you can expect anything from minimum 300 all the way up to 500 is cardio, right? Whether that's running, CrossFit, stuff like that, right? One thing to keep in mind though, right, it's whenever you lift weights within that hour, yes, you're only going to burn maybe, about 300 calories. However, since you're breaking down the muscle on purpose throughout the day, right, throughout the rest of the day, during those 24 hours, you might end up burning 1,000 calories throughout the whole day just because of that workout. Your body stays burning calories throughout the day for that muscle recovery. It's whenever you cut yourself, right, your body heals itself. So it's the same thing with your muscles. You're breaking down your muscles by lifting weights. The way your body heals itself is by using up those calories from the from the nutrition that you take in throughout the day. So you end up burning more calories throughout the day with that 1 hour workout of lifting weights. Now with the cardio one, yes, within those 30 minutes to an hour, you're gonna burn 500 calories, but that's it. Once that hour is up, if you're doing that cardio, you're not going to be burning no more calories from that exercise. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, before I continue with nutrition, it is important for you to know how many calories you're going to be taking in. All right, so I would say take your body weight times that by 10. So for example, I weigh 155, but I'm going to use 150 just to kind of make it simple. So 150 times 10, that gives me 1,500 calories. Now, those 1,500 calories are basically my minimum that I should be eating to maintain, right? Especially if you're a guy, you're probably gonna need more calories than that, right? So whatever number you get times 10, you're probably gonna need more calories than that. And if you're a female, you might get away by just multiplying your body weight times 10. And let's say if you're a female who's 150 and you times that by 10 and you get 1,500, you might get away with just doing the 1,500, right? You might not need any more than that. But if you're a guy, you're probably going to need more calories than that. Now, it all depends on your NEAT, which I'm gonna get more into in a little bit, right? So it all depends on that, but I'll explain that in a second. Now, like I said, with nutrition, a good starting point is body weight times 10. All right, 150 times 10 is gonna put me at 1,500 calories. All right, let me go up. Yep, 1,500. This is what I'm gonna aim for, right? So I would say aim for that number. Whatever you get your body weight times 10, aim for that number on the first day, and you can kind of adjust from there. So if you feel hungry, right? Once you eat those 1,500, and if you feel like you're still hungry, still starving, add an extra 200 calories to that. So let's say make it to 1,500, and if you feel like you ate too much or whatever number you get, and you feel like it's too much food, you can take away 200 calories. So the NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis, right? So basically anything you do during the day that's not exercise related, right? Or basically just on purpose, right? So that includes your job, that includes like me talking to the camera, moving around, explaining you this, I'm burning calories doing that, and that's part of my NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, right? Like I said, me talking is burning calories. It doesn't burn as much calories as exercising or doing something physical, but you're still gonna be burning calories, right? So even when you sleep, you're still burning calories. Why? Because you're recovering, and I'm gonna get into the recovery phase in a little bit, but just know that you're constantly burning calories, right? Now, some people burn calories more than others. Some people burn less. Here's the thing. A lot of people will blame, for example, say, hey, they might tell somebody, hey, you got a faster metabolism than me, or I got a slow metabolism, so I'm not, I don't burn calories like you or whatever. Honestly, yes, that's truth to a part, but it also has to do with the NEAT, right? So, for example, if two guys, right, one works in the office, one works in the construction work, right? They both weigh about the same, but one physically looks more fit than the other, right? So obviously, the one that's in construction, he's probably he might look more fit than the one in the office, or it might be vice versa. So here's what can happen, right? Here's a couple scenarios. So let's just say the one in the office it's around, let's say, 3,000 calories a day. The builder, eats around the same 3,000 calories a day. The difference is that the builder is going to be burning more calories throughout the day. Therefore, he's not going to gain any weight or body fat from those 3,000 calories, where else the one in the office is not really burning any calories throughout the day. Still burning calories, but not as much as the builder, right? So he's probably going to end up gaining weight and gaining a lot of body fat, right? Now, the other side is also the one in the office could be physically fit, right? He goes to the gym, lift weights. He still has an office job, still the same 3,000 calories, but he's going to the gym. So physically, he's going to be fit. And let's just say the builder is working extra hours, extra hard, and he's eating 3,000 calories, but due to his job, his body actually requires more than 3,000 calories. So he might be very, very skinny, right? He might be very tired. He might feel very weak. And that's only because he's not giving his body what it needs, right? And I'm going to touch more on that on the under recovery part, right? But anyways, as far as the NEAT, like I said, anything that you do that's not exercise related, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's going hiking, right? Whether that's going swimming, going to the beach. Now that summer is coming, right? So you going to the beach, walking around the beach, right? That's going to help you burn more calories than just sitting down at your house on the couch without you having to actually do a lot of, exercise, without you having to lift weights or run or whatever. That's gonna help you burn calories. So always keep that in mind. Try to find an activity that you like doing, any kind of sports or anything that you enjoy doing, right? Or walking or going to the beach or whatever, or hiking. Those activities are gonna help you burn more calories throughout the day. Now let's go into the recovery, right? So recovery that includes your sleep, making sure you are taking care of your body, right? So nutrition recovery, they're about the same, right? So make sure you're eating a minimum of 4 meals, getting a nice high protein. Make sure you're getting in your protein, your healthy fats, your healthy carbs. Staying away from sugar, right? Something I forgot to mention. Stay away from sugar. Try to keep your sodium as low as possible. Use minimum condiments on your food whenever you season them. Recovery, you want to make sure you get a good sleep, all right? So one thing that's going to keep two people that weigh the same from physically looking good, right, or the same, is because one might be getting his 8 hours of sleep, the other person might not be getting 8 hours of sleep. If you're not sleeping, that puts a lot of stress on your body. And guess what your body's going to use to kind of free itself from that stress or make sure that you don't get injured because of that stress? It's going to use calories. So if you are, let's say, eating 1,500 calories, right? But if you're not getting enough sleep, it's going to basically cut half of those and take them over to your recovery. Instead of using those calories, that nutrition for your exercise, right, for recovery from your exercise, it's going to put them, if you are stressed, right, half of those calories are going to go to help you with the stress. And that's what's going to stop you from losing weight or gaining muscle or overall getting stronger or feeling physically better, right? Why? Because everything's going to the stress. And that's why some people gain weight. Not because some people, right? Some people, obviously some people overeat, but some people who don't eat, they lose a lot of muscle because half of those calories that they're eating is going to try to get rid of that stress. Physically, you might visually look skinny, like when you have on clothes, but under that, you might have skin hanging down. Why? Because you don't have enough muscle, you don't have enough lean body mass, and you have more body fat than you need to. Why? Because you're probably stressed out, mostly because you're not getting enough sleep, or there's other factors in life, and life happens. But most likely, if you're not getting enough sleep, your stress levels are going to be pretty high. All right, you're going to burn a good maybe 500 calories, right, throughout the night. You might burn more, but I would say get 500 calories. Now, looking at this, right, I know it looks kind of sloppy, but this is lifting weights, cardio, your nutrition, your NEAT, right? So if you feel hungry, if you feel stressed out throughout the day, if you feel like you're starving, if you feel weak throughout the day, definitely eat more, right? You might not feel hungry, but if you feel weak, if you feel like you're going to pass out during your exercises, if you feel like you are mentally foggy, right? Eat more. You want to make sure you're getting enough your quality nutrition in, right? Your quality protein, your quality fats, your quality carbs. Make sure you eat. All right? Nutrition is very important. Like I said, as far as exercise goes, I recommend both lifting weights and doing cardio, right? They both are gonna definitely help you a lot as far as getting to your fitness goals. And make sure you're getting enough sleep. Your level. Try to do stuff that you like. Go play soccer. Go play basketball. Go for a walk, a hike. Just make sure that you want to burn as much calories as you can on NEAT. All right. Why? Because you don't have to put a lot of stress on your body, like in exercising, and you can do stuff that you actually enjoy doing. All right. So make sure your NEAT is high. Make sure your nutrition is good. Make sure you're exercising, and make sure you're getting proper recovery. Right. So, yeah.